Hi, well, as we all know, each country has different culture and customs. So I will start talking about the issue of the family. Well, the word family doesn't have the same meaning in all the cultures because, for example, in the US, they consider as part of the family the mom, dad, and children. And for example, here in Mexico, our family is bigger because we consider like that because in our family is mom, dad, sister, brother, grandfather, grandmother, uncle, aunts, cousins, and in some cases we consider, I don't know, like the godfathers as part of our family. So family has different meaning in all countries and culture.
In Thailand, nonverbal communication is often more important than verbal communication. There are many nonverbal communications that they use in order to express their feelings indirectly. Thailand is considered as land of smiles because Thai people like to smile. They tend to smile often and for different situations and emotions. Thais can smile in everything even though they are in a serious situation. Consequently, this can create negative impacts to Thai people when they do business with the foreigners who do not understand Thai culture. Moreover, it is difficult for most Thais to say no, so they will instead express their feelings through nonverbal communication, such as body language, gestures, and facial expressions. Why is the Thai tradition greeting gesture of Thai people? Moreover, it can be used for expressing an apologize and a thank you. Mostly, younger people greet elder people with Y in order to show respect.
Hi, I'm going to talk about a little bit of Thailand. Well, Thai business culture tend to be more relaxed than other Asian economic powerhouses such as China and Japan. Punctuality is a rule of the Thai business. You have to take precautions if you are in Bangkok because there is a lot of traffic there. Thailand is a country of smiles. However, a smile mark rather denotes nervousness or retention. It is necessary to avoid confrontation at any price. They will never say no. In the same way, not construed as a negative response. Also, if you are going to dinner with male executives, don't forget to include their wives in the invitation and take care of your clothing because they are so very conservative.
The traditional greeting is a way that consists in the palm of both hands at chest height and make a brief tilt. Also, with foreigners, the greeting is by hand. With respect to certain gestures, try not to touch the head, because it is considered sacred. In Thailand, it is customary to offer gifts to your customers, so many different practices among the countries for which a business must watch and learn before embarking on an international negotiation. It is well seen to do public displays of affection, or point to someone with the foot, or show the soles of your shoes. When receiving a card, take it formally in two hands, not one, and don't slip into a back pocket.
Well, this is a chart about Thailand, and Mexico. Mexico are the blue one. For example, in power distance, Thailand is about 64% and Mexico is an 81%. In individualism, Thailand is at 20 and we are at 30%. In masculinity, Thailand is about 34% and in Mexico 69. In Thailand, it's more the feminine than the masculinity. Uncertainty avoidance is 64% in Thailand, and in Mexico it's about 82%. Long-term orientation, we are lower than Thailand. For example, here Thailand is about 32% and we win 24%. And indulgence, we are in 97% and Thailand is about 45%.
Doing business in this country requires that you learn Thai culture, what to do and what to avoid. Thais prefer to build personal relationships before speaking business. You will always be treated as a guest, so make sure that you behave with decorum and dignity at all times. Business in Thailand is usually driven much slower than in other countries. For example, business is never complete until the documentation is complete, so be patient at all times. In Thailand, should be done in advance, ideally a month before the meeting. Be punctual in your meeting and recognize those with higher status as soon as you start a business meeting. Code of business dress during meeting is usually conservative. At meetings formal, men should wear dark suit while women should wear conservative garments or plain dresses. Thais will judge based on their appearance in terms of clothing and accessories, so be sure to observe the dress code. English, be sure to use a relatively simple and non-idiomatic language. Learn a little of Thai language and recognize the status of those who are interacting. Verbal communication is generally regarded as more important than verbal communication. Informal conversations in Thailand before or after a meeting are accepted and should not be overlooked. Understanding indirect responses and subtle body language will help you avoid misunderstandings and confusion.